Hey everybody, just thought I'd give you a quick tip on how to get the alternator off your Focus. I've had to replace my alternator a couple of months ago. It was a bit of a pain to get off, but not as bad as some of the old Focuses where I've seen I've actually had to undo engine mounts and jack the car up a little bit to get it out. Well, you do have to take a fair bit off though, I'll warn you, to get to it. First of all, you've got all this throttle body here. All this whole thing's got to come off. You got a big plastic air pipe here that's part of the turbo system. All part of this pipe comes out the turbo here, runs down, then it goes all along the bottom of the radiator, and then just there is where it's coming back up. And big rubber pipe there you have to undo. Even with all that out, it's still a struggle. And the other thing you have to get off is you're going to have to take this headlight out to get to the bottom of this pipe to undo that. It's still a tight squeeze, but you can do it. You don't have to undo engine mounts or anything like that. Now the biggest thing I'll warn you about on mine is this rubber under the throttle body. It's a bit of a strange rubber. The rubber pushes down into the plastic pipe, but then the top half of it, there's a little lip on the rubber that you have to make sure the top half of the pipe hooks over the lip of the plastic pipe you're pushing into, and you get a really good seal on there. If you don't, like me, you'll find yourself having turbocharger problems. I thought my turbo had knackered up, which I was thinking, this is crazy. It was all working fine. And all it was, that hadn't sealed properly, so you have to be, it's a bit of a fiddly rubber. Mine is actually slightly distorted, so I think someone's just rammed it in at one point, and that's maybe caused a bit of an issue with it. It was okay for about a week and then it went, so I wasn't automatically thinking this, I was thinking the turbo had gone. But I thought, nah, that don't make sense. Turbos don't just go completely out of the blue with no warning like that. And that's what it turned out to be. Luckily enough, I took it apart and just checking all the pipes, and when I put it back together I'd actually made it a little bit worse with this rubber. And then the noise I'd been hearing before was a lot more distinctive now. Before I couldn't figure out what it was, but after I'd messed with it the second time, then it very clearly was the sound of air escaping, which was obviously the pressure of the turbo once it spun up to a decent amount. So I had to take it back off again. I was very careful to make sure I got it on. When I say that rubber pushes into a plastic pipe, but then you just have to make sure you grab the top half of it and curl it over the lip and make sure that's sealed really nicely, and hopefully you'll have no trouble. So that alternator was a bit of a pain in the arse to get out, to be fair, the amount we had to take out just to get to it, but one of those things, if you've got to do it, you've got to do it. So best of luck with it if you're doing yours. Hope this has been of some help. Main point, make sure you get that rubber back in on your turbo. Catch you later.